Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us vs. Herd. You're watching the live stream half hour after market close pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. If it's not your first time here, thanks for waiting. Thanks for all those that are chatting it up. You guys are great. If you're not yet a member of our free options trading group, the link is below for that as well. You'll have to pardon me, the glasses here. My eyes are a little sensitive. I was at the dentist today, so my head's kind of pounding right now, and my eyes are a bit sensitive to the light. If you're here right now, say what up. Linda, Greg, Glenn, Joe, Manny, Rohit, Nicholas, Mister. We share the same name, man. What's up? Easy. Nice to see you back in here. Joe, I was not doing my hair before the stream. Oh man, today was crazy. Christopher, Jeff, how's everyone doing? I'm guessing everyone had I don't know about everyone, but I'm assuming a lot of people had green days. I mean, Dow was up. Dow was up over 500 points. S&P's up 60. Nasdaq up 260, 250. I mean, that's crazy here. Crazy stuff. Dorian, how you doing? How's everyone? As you can see, John, how you doing? We got Netflix on deck here. Netflix just had earnings, baller earnings. You know, they're up. Went from where did it close at? 346, 388. So up $40. Expected move on Netflix was $35 here today. So you're not going to make a whole lot of not make a whole lot of money here unless you bought some out of the money stuff like 410, maybe 405, and you load it up on those. Maybe Ivy Crush is going to be real though, so we'll see what kind of volatility we get tomorrow on that. But you know, as people are tuning in here, want to cover Greg. All my puts are junk. Yeah, I mean, I didn't trade earnings. Doctor Strange or Crypto Slice, what's up? Guys, you guys can't change your usernames, or if you do change your usernames, don't change your profile picture because I can't tell who's who. My Tesla trade, I was playing some defense on. I talked about it over the last few days on Tesla. Just wanted to bring that up to you guys. You know, went from a full loser, pretty much I was down 90%, and it came back to break even. My thing was or profitable. My thing was on Tesla. It wasn't to make money on. I told you guys yesterday. It was to get back to even and actually make a couple bucks. Smart trader. Just as a couple days ago, the news was full of doom in the stock market, and the crash and peeps were stock canning food in the bunkers. Yeah, I told you, like, the timing was too perfect. You know, they dropped the market a week before major earnings season, took a lot of people's shares, and now everyone's having great earnings, I guess, except for Walmart. Walmart's not doing so good. They lowered their guidance. So, yeah. But I want to walk you through this. For the people that are going to watch later, I just want to get into this. I'm going to walk you through this Tesla trade here on what happened here. I'm actually going to go back and search the last 7 days. Yeah. Okay, so today, Hamed, how you doing? Okay, so today we have Tesla. I'm up 220 on. I'm up 194 today. Probably should be up more than that, considering there's a $90 loss on Tilray. That print last night, it said I was up $75 at close yesterday. I don't think that was true. I don't actually think I was down. I'm only down $17 on the position here. I don't think I'm actually down. So I'm probably up like 230, 240 today. You know. But anyways, I'm up 220 on Tesla today. And a lot had to do with me playing defense. So kind of walk you through the trades here. On what I did on how to turn this trade around, right? So going back, the original trade. Let's see here. We're going to go back to, okay, so my original trade right here is this 305 call I bought for 92 cents. And then I bought that on 1010. So let's go back in time here. Let's go back 1010. Where are you at? So I bought it down in here, and as you can see, like at that price, so that was only 5 days ago, five trading days ago. And I bought that 305. I bought the 305 call because I was thinking, hey, we're down here. It can return back up to here, and it's kind of like what it did down in here. Dropped, and then we returned, and then back down in here we dropped, and then we returned. You know, and that was kind of I was just doing a chart play on basic, you know, support and resistance. Just a chart play. Had nothing to do with, you know, Elon or the company itself. Just a chart play. And what happened here, it actually consolidated here. It consolidated here for a few more days than my liking, and then theta and premium got crushed, and that premium, those out of the money calls, just got destroyed. So what I bought here, as you can see, for 92 cents, you know, was only worth like 10 to 20 cents, you know, depending on what day it was. Baron, how you doing? So what I was doing, because I still believed in the trade, I lowered my cost basis. So as you can see here, I then bought on 10.10, I put the trade on 10.12. I averaged down. It came down to 19 cents. I averaged down. I only bought 2. So then my average became, instead of 92 cents, it was like 70 cents. And then yesterday, because premium got crushed again on Tesla, because it went down to 11 cents, I actually brought my average down to like, I think it was like 26, 27 cents. So I went from a 92 cent average down to like a 24 cent average. And no, I normally wouldn't play defense like this, but because the reason why I was loading up on the same strike, because I still believed in the rip up, and good thing I held. So I really only needed it to get to 30 cents. And today those, oops, we're on the wrong stock here. Today I sold them. Today they were trading between 29 and 36. I actually sold them today for 32 cents in here. So as you can see, so I had a 27 cent average. I sold them all. I sold them all. I started with 1, and then I accumulated 8 of them. And I sold them all, but actually 7 of them, sorry. I sold 6 today. So I still have 1. So I kept 1 just for good measure. And that one that I had up today is actually up like 23 bucks. Now that I have that, and I've cashed out. So I still have 1 for this week. You know, if we have another update like this, if it goes like 290 tomorrow or 285 area, you know, I'll probably cash out this 305 call. So it was a nice defense play on Tesla. To kind of turn that around. And then what I also did was, then after I took off those positions kind of on a half hour later, if we go back into Tesla. So then when Tesla this morning, let's zoom in here. This morning, you know, I cashed out up on this candle up here. When it dipped down back to 266, I then bought the 315 call. The 315 call for next week. So then I bought that today. So I bought that for 74 cents. It's currently trading at, let's say, $1.45. So I bought it for 74 cents. It's currently trading. So, you know, my idea isn't, like, on these trades, my idea isn't for it to get into the money. It's more of a speculative trade. So I'm just looking for, you know, Tesla to rise 15 to 20 points in the next week or so to cash out. Like for the 305 calls, buying those 305 calls wasn't for them to get in the money, but to get a sudden increase in Tesla. I knew that it was coming. I just didn't know when. You know, so that's kind of the thing. Like, you don't always, if you know something's going to happen, you just don't always know when. You know, push it further out. So that's why I got back to break even. I took some profits on Tesla today, even though my profits were minuscule. But because those expire Friday, you know, I didn't want to battle theta where those equal 0. So then I pushed out. So I took the money and I pushed it back out to the 315 calls, and I got a really good price on them earlier today, and now they're worth like double. So that's kind of how we're trading that. You know, a nice defense play. So that's kind of show you how to turn something that you believe in that's a loser into a winner. Obviously, you need price movement, and you need things to go your way. If Tesla for me was like just sitting at like 260 and not doing anything, and you just cashed it out, I would have let that expire, and I probably wouldn't have averaged in. But because we have such violent history back here of rips when it gets down to this level, that's why I averaged in on my strategy, on my Tesla position there. So, for the people that are watching this later, I just wanted to cut to the chase and get to that. And, hey, what's your play on MJ? And we'll get to the questions. If you guys have questions, you guys have recommendations, you guys want to talk about certain stocks, want to look it up, certain stocks, we're good to go. The other thing is, Tilray and MJ actually had trades on there as well. I put trades on there, more speculative trades, nothing, I'm not really down any money on it. And regardless, if I'm up money or down money, tomorrow I'm taking the trade off. Stuff that expires on Friday, I tend to take off on Wednesday if I think it may not work out. I'm going to get my cash back. So maybe I'll lose 30, 40 bucks, but in the end it was, it was worth it. I don't know why. I actually didn't even look into it, but, it dropped down. So at this part, I have the 39 put. I have the 39 put on MJ. I also still have the 44 call as well. I just let it go. At this point, I just let it go. It doesn't really matter. Like for me, like strangles, I don't like legging out. I like to take the position off at one time and put the position on at one time. I tend to make more mistakes when I leg out. Glenn, what's going on? If you're here right now, say what's up. New low coming for Tesla the last 2 weeks. Joe, Tesla was already at 250 yesterday, man. It was already the low. Tesla's already been sitting at 250s. 250s. Easy. Don't fall asleep. Don't trade and fall asleep. Don't trade and fall asleep. Hamid, thank you. Don't trade and fall asleep. Don't put your money, hard-earned money, on the line and then go take a nap. I know if you're tired and you're gonna go take a nap, just don't trade. You're gonna cost yourself money. Yes, unless it's a position that's long term. King Jacob. Do I trade full time? I trade, and I also have some other businesses as well. I trade a lot though. I'm at my desk all day. Trading from my sweatpants here. Drinking my cane sugar, made in Mexico Coke here in the glass bottle. So my position on right now until Tilray and MJ was speculative. I'm looking to just pretty much ride those out until tomorrow and cash out for whatever I can get for them, profit or loss. I don't, It was a chart play, and if it works out, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But Marine, yeah, they're so good. Hey, John says, "Hey Nick, Netflix gap it." Alex, Netflix had earnings. They beat earnings. Looking GQ. Sammy says, "Looking GQ." Yeah, these are my monitors. So I went to the dentist this morning, and I have these glasses that help. I have kind of a headache, so the lights and the monitors are kind of bugging me out right now. So these really toned down. So when I look at the screen a long time, or if I'm working at night, I put these glasses on because it really helps with your eyes. You gotta protect your eyes. I got 20/20 vision. I can't be messing that up. EX, I made over $2,000 today. Absolutely killed it with Facebook and AAL. It was at American Airlines. Nice, excellent, looking good. Yeah, across my accounts today, up around 900 bucks, maybe 1,000 if you count Robinhood. If you count Robinhood, we're up 1,000. But I don't ever really count Robinhood because I don't really actually do anything in there. John says, I have a sell put 1050 with Cron. Do you think that's good? You shorted it. You shorted a 1050 put for what expiration? So when you guys post in there comments and you want suggestions, let me know what expiration is it. Did you buy it or did you short it? Let me know. Let's see here. What else? Every day is very tiring. Yep. I mean, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Cobra Commander trades all days on his phone. Joe says he likes the meat from Mexico, especially when you can buy it one day before the expiration date. Okay. I don't know. And going to sleep 11 to 12 a.m. every day sucks. The market opens. Yeah, easy. I think you're East Coast. I go to bed between 12 and 2 a.m., but I'm Central Time, so you know it's not as bad for you. So the market opens what, 6 a.m. your time, 6:30 a.m. So it's 8:30 my time, and then it's 9:30 Eastern. Anyways, plastic vials are not good enough for Nick. No, yo, these are from Costco. Got a nice case. You guys are crazy. Hamed, I bought Netflix $3.90 for next week. Risky move though. Yeah, you're gonna, Hamed, you're gonna get some premium crush up in there. Hopefully tomorrow, like we get a huge spike. I'm guessing there's going to be some profits taken. Maybe we'll come back down to 370, and then luckily you have Tom on your side. We'll kind of help you out in that trade. You know, right now, if you look at, let me pull it up in Tastyworks because you guys said it's easier to read. Not Snap, no. Netflix. So for those 400 calls for this week. Let's get some more strikes here. You know, they were going for like $1.15 for the 400 strike here calls on Netflix, and I'm thinking tomorrow, you know, that's probably going to be maybe worth $3 if we're near there. You know, these ones that were in the money, like, you know, we're probably going to come down to, you know, instead of a $47 move, I'm guessing it's going to come down from like a $6 to $8 move. So these, you know, at the money is going to be worth $4, $3, maybe more, maybe $6. Ivy's going to be inflated at open, but when it gets crushed, you got to be careful of these calls. Like these are $1.15. I know that they were cheap. They're cheapish, but they're going to be hard to make money on these $4 calls unless we go to like 405, 403. You can make some money. But it's going to be tough on these 400 strike calls. So, you know, there's a lot of risk when trading earnings. So I'm probably going to day trade Netflix tomorrow. I don't really like trading Netflix for earnings because it's so crazy, especially like shorting options as well, because a lot of times it goes beyond the expected move. And then if it does crush it, like you'll get in a scenario like this where these $400 calls were, you know, they cost $1, but right now it's at what, 388. So it's going to be tough to make money. If we open up like 380, 370 tomorrow, these $400 calls are going to be, it's going to be hard, you know, it's going to be tough. And Hamed says his is 390 for next week. 390 for next week, you know, $4. You know, you're gonna probably get some premium crush in there. However, Ivy rank was like 82. I'm guessing we'll settle in between like 60 to 70 at open, and then during the day may drop to 50s or 40s, depending if it depends if Netflix drops or rips that, or if it just like stays flat. John has the premium credit. I hope I'm asked not to buy. 1019. So this week, Kron, I would say that's probably risky. You had the 1050, the 1050s. You know, it's looking dicey. If this falls to 10, I don't know if you're up or down money right now. If you're up money or break even, I would probably close it out. Honestly, for me, you know, it definitely looks risky. This could easily fall back down into the 8 area, 9 area, and then you're going to be losing money. Then you can get assigned, unless you don't mind holding stock. If you don't mind holding 100 shares of Kron, then maybe do that. But Nick, after I lost my money, been a moron. I decided to learn and watch till the end of the month, moving to Tastyworks. Yeah, come on over to Tastyworks. It's good. You know, the platform is one of the best platforms, especially for smaller traders. And also commissions, and someone brought this up in our options trading group. The commissions are actually capped. So, you know, if you buy like 100 or 50 contracts, they're capped at $10. Just so you guys know. Yeah, Robinhood. I think you guys saw my video. I did a video a little while ago on Robinhood. It's not actually free if you think about it. Look it up on our channel. Actually, I think it was like last week. Was it last week? something like that. It was recent. I did, you know, Robinhood isn't actually, it actually costs you money because you can't close things out. The support's not good, everything like that. EX, and I think we'll start in the red tomorrow. People will be taking profits. Today was insane. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, today was crazy, but it was very, very orderly, just kind of ripped up. No, not really any dips. I mean, you know, I went out to the dentist and I didn't really even look at my phone, and, you know, everything was fine. My phone's going off right now, actually. King Jacob did a Netflix straddle, 340, expires 10/19. So you did a 340. That's risky. If it goes, you're gonna need it to go higher, a lot higher, a little bit. I mean, maybe. I guess it depends on how much money you want out of the trade. What your goals are. Christopher, you still plan on trading Baba? I think I missed someone's. Oh, Linda says when you get to be 40 something, you'll be wearing some kind of glasses. Not me, Linda. We got Superman eyes here. Not me. I'm just kidding. Probably. Christopher, do you still plan? So, I still have a Baba position. I could put this on over here, actually. I have the same position over here. I'm up $43 on it right now. I still have the 150 call, 138 put. Right now, Baba went up to 151 after hours, sitting at 150. So I'm going to take this off tomorrow. Hopefully, you know, if it's around 150, 151, 152 would be nice. 153, 154 would be a gift. But if we go to 150, if we open like 151, 52, definitely be very happy with that, and I'll take the trade off. You know, right now I'm up 43 bucks on that trade. Most of it I got back today. Most of it I made today on that call there. However, it's pretty interesting. This 138 put is still trading for 9 cents, so can recoup some money there as well. So kind of interesting. Robinhood's Sakura Kit says, Robinhood's delays airs when closing positions has cost me hundreds of dollars. I'm planning on switching brokers. Any good recommendations? Sakura Kit, Tastyworks. If you want a link for that, let me know. I can actually, I can get you a link here. If anybody, I don't actually get paid or anything for referring people, but if you guys want to use my referral code, you know, helps me out. Helps me out. But TD Ameritrade, Tastyworks, I don't get paid for recommending brokers. How would you day trade Netflix? Strangles or naked? Glenn, it really depends on the momentum. What I did last Netflix earnings, I actually netted like 400% return, and I do have a video on that I talked about yesterday. So last earnings, Netflix dropped from 400 down to 346, and then we just like ripped up. So I bought the $400 calls, and as you can see, it didn't write up there, but because the IV was spiking and it was going so fast up that I was able, I bought them for $1, cash them out for like 400 bucks. Cash them out for $4. So, you know, for me, it really depends if I'm going to do a strangle or if I'm going to just buy calls, buy puts. You know, if I'm doing a day trade, it's going to be like either going to be like something that works out in the next 15 minutes, the next half hour, or the next hour. And I don't mind going one-sided as long as I have an exit strategy and knowing you know, which way the stock is going. You know, I typically do a lot of strangles right now just because of so many things are unknown, like the politics and tariffs and all that. So that's why I've been trading a lot of strangles, as you guys probably noticed. Easy says, XLK, what are your thoughts? Ian, I'll get to your question in a second about Sears. I don't really like, I think me and Joe talking so much about Sears, I got sick of it. But XLK, let's see here. I do like this chart here. This is a nice chart here. Let's see. How are their options? So this week's options are pretty liquid. Next week's options not so liquid, no volume there. Let's see what the monthlies are like. Monthlies have some decent volume, not great. Bid and they asked, I don't know if this is due to the market being closed or not, but I mean, I'd be wary of, look at this. I mean, if it's at $5 ask, 33-cent bid, dollar ask, 33-cent bid. I don't know if this has to do with anything with the market being closed or what, but this is just too wide. Too wide. You can see like some of the last trades, 85 cents, $1.20, but I don't like to trade things like that typically. But in terms of the chart, would be a good strangle play. You know, if it goes back up to 76 or it comes back down to 68, it's a win. Sears, how do you trade Sears? The way that I trade Sears is not. But if you're looking to trade Sears, I mean, I don't know. Do you know why they went up today? If you're looking at the, I don't know actually why they went up today. But I don't typically trade Sears. I don't typically trade stocks under $5 or under $10 even. And I hardly ever trade stocks under $20. Vic says Joe says Vic says a huge sell-off is coming in the markets, well enough for sell-off to take place. Major, it would be a good time to hedge your Vic short, Nick. I am actually my Vic short expired worthless today. I actually lost, as you can see here, $82. We lost $82 today. But I'm not worried about it because I actually put that position. I put that position on as a hedge for my short positions when we were having some issues with the market. So when the market was going down, I put that on so I could be long something. It makes me feel better. I know that like it may seem that I'm leaving money on the table a lot of the times, but at the end of the day, whatever helps you sleep at night. Whatever helps you keep your mind out of it. Like, I don't like to go to bed knowing I've risked a lot of money or that there's huge stakes ahead. Like, I don't like to short the market. I don't like to have something that's not hedged. That's just my personal preference. It's up to you how you trade. But my personal preference is I like to be hedged. I like to be secured, knowing that in the event of something that happens against my trading plan, I can get out of it alive. And that's what my VIX play mostly was. Glenn did a 145 155 strangle on for Friday on Alibaba. Nice. Alibaba's probably gonna be paying you some money tomorrow. I don't know what price. What'd you get? What price did you get for that, Glenn? What was it like 80 cents for that? Tastyworks Android platform is confusing. Easy. I use the iPhone, and look, the Android looks pretty much the same. You have to get used to like the options chain, and like they're pretty consistent against their platform. Like if you look at their desktop platform right here versus their phone, it's very, very simple. It's pretty much the same as well. Joe, Nick hates every retailer except Amazon. I'm the one who got Sears short paid and new call buyers free stocks on underwear today. Yeah, Joe, you were right. But do you know why it went up? That's the question. Does anybody know why Sears went up? I don't know. Baron joined Tastyworks because of me. Nice, Baron. Yeah, Tastyworks better give me a tour of their facility for the people that were recommending them. But really their platform is the best in terms of how you use it. I really like for instance, you know, if I put a strangle on here, you can see what their probability of profit is. You can't see that actually. 1 second. You can see what the probability of profit is. You can see what your max loss is. You know, if you're doing an iron condor, you know, real nice, easy to see. You know, where you're going to make money, where you're going to lose money, what the expected move is right here, what your probability of profit is at 50%. If you manage your winners at 50%, how much, you know, I have a 56% chance that's going to be 50%. Now, obviously, these numbers change every day as the goes, but it's nice to know when you put the trade on kind of where you're at. Cobra Commander. When you buy single calls or puts, how many days out do you usually go out? So, Cobra, it really depends on here, let me so you can see me better. It really depends. Like for Tesla, I have calls in the next week. For Baba, I put calls on, put a position on for this week. It really depends on what pricing is and the expected move. I don't really have a go-to. You know, sometimes I have like Twitter, I might do something that's like 60 or 90 days out. But it really depends on what the stock is doing and if I think it's going to swing big. Now, if it's like consolidating, like if the stock is consolidating for a period of time and I don't know when the next leg up or the next leg is down is going to be, I'll do 90 days, 120 days. But right now the market's been pretty volatile, so I've been able to put trades on for weekly expiration or 10 days out, or next week, 14 days out. Can't short. Ian can't short Sears. I don't know. Come on, Nick. Give credit where due on Sears. Hey, if you want to make money on a 69-cent stock, I mean, go for it. But I find that it's easier to make $1 in other holdings. You know, if you like trading options on penny stocks, I mean, that's up to you. Personally, it's not my preference, and my win rate is low on trading options on penny stocks. That's just me. I don't really like, and also you have to scale up. So like if you're paying commission, you have to scale up your options. So like, let's say a contract's worth like $5 or something, you have to do like 10, 20, 30 contracts for it to even be $50 or $100. You know, I find that it's easier to just do one contract on something else that's bigger, like Facebook or Apple or Alibaba, than do like a Sears trade. So, you know, that's just me. Excellent. You're absolutely correct. You have to be sleep and not wake up stressed. Chances are you lose everything. Like, yeah, there was a time that I would be like checking my phone pre-market, after hours, always on my phone, checking the price. And if that's you, and that was me, like if that's you, like that's not a good way to live. Like, you got to be able to go out to dinner and enjoy your life and take it easy, and whatever gets you to not look at your holdings, and you know, and knowing where your risks are at, and knowing your trading plan, and if you can get through it like successfully. Like for Tesla, 90% loss, was able to pull through that, not because it was easy, but because, you know, we had to do what we had to do. Glenn, okay, you got in on that BABA trade at 90 cents. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be around like 80 to 90. Nice. Easy says, I'm still surprised how in 1 week I went from $27 in my Robinhood account to $420. I can only say that the main reason I kept on going is because of Nick. I want to use the opportunity to thank his advice and motivation, taking the time to give personal attention, something that no one is very ambitious and doesn't give a crap about. What do you? So cheers to Nick. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You know, the whole reason why I started this channel, I actually didn't know if I was going to get like booed off stage or off camera and just like be terrible. But like, you guys are seriously the best. Like, the community is amazing. You know, you guys contributing to the option trading group and getting ideas, bouncing ideas off me bouncing ideas off you. You know, a lot of times I'll take trades from you guys. You'll take trades from me. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to build here, and you guys are making that dream come true. So you know, everyone that waits, everyone that comments, everyone that watches, I mean, you know, it's more than I could ask for. Thank you so much. Samuel says, on Wednesdays, do you start buying for next week? Sam, on Wednesday, I might buy for Friday if my plan is to get rid of it on Thursday. I don't like to hold things on Friday, like expire on Friday, because chances are it's going to expire. Theta is going to be super strong. And chances are, even if you're like right at the money, you're going to be losing money on that. So yeah, Wednesday I will start looking at buying stuff for next week, or unless I think it's going to move big within the next 24 hours, then I'll do something for Friday. But I try to clear the decks. For my accounts, I try to clear the decks for this week by Thursday at the latest. And things that like Tilray and MJ that I'm not sure about, I clear by Wednesday. Just as I don't really care about the price of the stock, since all stocks trade sentiment. The sentiment indicators are the same though, and the target numbers get established even if it's a sub-dollar dog. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just preference, Joe. I mean, you could trade them if you want. My preference is not to trade. My preference is not to trade penny stocks or anything under $10 really. I mean, it's just my win rate is low on them basically. And I don't like to trade companies. I don't like to trade companies that are going to go out of business. That's just my personal preference. You know, I tend to do better on winning companies instead of losing companies. Jackson Strange, you're going to get fat stuck on your phone trading. I think it's time to play hoops. What? Are you saying that because I sit at my desk? I'm trying to get a new. I got some new vitamins this week. I'm trying to get a new workout regimen. I got this dad bod going on. It's not going great. Yeah, Snap. So I bought the $8 calls, and look what Snap did. Look at this. I bought the $8 calls. I only risked $50 though, and instead of going $50 my way, 50 cents my way, it went 50 cents the opposite way. I thought we were having some bullish momentum here, and that seemed to not be the case today. I mean, maybe get there, but probably not. Probably not. But yeah, we're you know. Linda went $10. Yeah, I did $50, and you know, I actually own stock as well, which is a loser. It's the only stock in my portfolio right now that's down. Every stock I'm holding is up, except for Snap. It's ridiculous. I mean, but if they go out of business tomorrow, I don't even care. I mean, it was worth a shot, right? All it takes is one time to get burned on a penny stock to realize it's not worth the risk. Yep. I mean, I honestly, I don't like to trade stocks that are going out of business. But I mean, you can do it. You can do what you want to do. Your money, you do what you want to do. Juan, what's going on? Joe says, you watch. When I'm finished with Sears, Ivanka Trump will have her clothing line for sale at Sears. Did you see? I don't even know what you're talking about. Easy said, IGC got me bad 2 months ago. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful with them. Greg's losing on Snap. Yeah, I mean, right now on Snap, we'll go to this account here. Snap, we're down $54. I got 11 contracts. We're going to probably, you know, they're worth 2 cents right now. I could probably close them out for, I could get $20 back. We'll see what tomorrow, if you know, we'll see it tomorrow. If tomorrow I don't get a bump, I'll take my $20 back. You know, I'll cut it. I'll get my $20 back out of my 11 contracts here. But I don't think, unless they get some sort of upgrade or something, I don't think we're going to 850. My goal was 850, and right now it doesn't look like we're going to 850. You guys got anything else? Linda tried to close Snap on Robinhood and was denied. Why? What was the error that you got, Linda? What was the error? You know, today I just wanted to make kind of a video on how to play defense, because a lot of times people say, hey, what do you mean by defense? What do you mean by what you did? So if you're joining late to the stream, hit the replay, and I'll talk about how I turned it around. And if this video was of value to you, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. NVAX. I don't know. What do you mean? Best thing to do is reach out to on Novax. Are you trading options on it or stock? There's some liquidity. There's some liquidity here. But for yours, I don't know. If you have out of the money options expiring, look at all these out of the money options. Yeah, there's no bid. See these right here? There's no bid if you have out of the money options this week. You know, it's got to be in the money. That's why you probably shouldn't trade stocks like these. Because even if, well, you know, either way, you're down money on it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You're kicking. How do you feel about swing trading on stocks? I don't. So my strategy on stocks is I buy things for a year to 5 years is my strategy, and my short term to midterm strategy is options. That's just me. I mean, if you like, I mean, it takes a lot of capital to make a little bit of money. Well, it's easier for me to just trade options with a smaller amount of capital and make more money. Unless you don't mind owning like the stock. Like if you don't mind owning the shares, then keep them if it goes against you. That's the one thing. The nice thing about stocks is if you still believe in the company and it goes against you, like you could still, you could still, that money is not going to go to zero most likely, unless you buy Sears. Just kidding, guys. I had to. Sorry. I want to open a call on 290 SPY for January 18th, 2019. Well, let's take a look at SPY. January 290. Expect to move 16 bucks. Yeah, for like the long term, like let's go to SPY. If you're doing like long term, I know it come down a little bit. I would, like, for me, you could do what you want. I mean, that looks good. But for me, what I would do, I would probably wait. If you're buying long term, I would wait for IV to come down because, that the IV crush is going to come down a little bit here. If we get another update, I would probably, like, for me, honestly, I would probably wait for another update, maybe 285. Let IV come down a little bit, and then I would either buy the 292s or 295, something like that. Simple strategy and the best strategy. Easy. Appreciate you, man. Stop advertising Sears for free. Hey, no one's... All right, everyone, be nice. Be nice. We're going to have to cut the stream here. For a straddle, do you sell... Samuel says, for a straddle, do you sell the close one side on the losing? I talked about this earlier. I said I typically don't leg out because I notice that when I leg out, I tend to lose or I take the legs off at the wrong time. I put the trade on at one time and I take the trade off at one time. Unless the other side, let's say if the stock goes up so high and the put's worthless, then I obviously can't close it out. If I can't sell it, I can't close it out, but I'm not worried about it because I made so much money on the call, right? All right, enough fighting about Sears. Anybody got anything else besides Sears? And we got like 5 more minutes left in the stream. We're gonna cut it off. Seemed like everybody had a pretty good day today. Definitely happy about that. I like to see you guys win just as much as I like to see, because I like to see the people in this group are actually benefiting and not just losing day after day after day. That's like as you know. If you've lost a lot of money or you've lost for an extended amount of time, that is super, super depressing. Easy says I wouldn't be shocked if they're unlisted tomorrow. Yeah, agreed. Linda, Green Day, congrats. Congrats. Juan, what do you think about O? Was that Overstock? No, not Overstock. Realty income. Let's take a look here. I would say for myself, I probably wouldn't trade this. Again, this is another stock that has no volume. No volume here. Oh, Juan, are you talking about owning stock? I mean, if you want to own stock, I mean, it looks good. Looks like you missed the pullback, though. Here at the 56 mark, we got the double bottom here at 56. Right, for me, for owning stock, for me, it's a little too close to all-time highs here, but that doesn't mean anything. You can, if you believe in the stock, you pays you dividend. Like, do what you think. Easy AMD, yeah, AMD had a nice green day. Would be nice to see tomorrow if this falls through to like 30 or if this just comes back down to 26. It did break out a range here. It was getting pretty tight range here. As you can see, there's like a triangle. Broke out a range because it was getting tight. So we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. We need another day to get some more. Need another day to get some more data. But nice premium crush today. Nice up day, up 7%. Easy. Do you think AMD is about a sympathy play on the Blink news? I actually don't know. I actually don't know anything about that Blink deal. I didn't actually look into it. Best time. And like Easy, I don't think it needed any news. I think it just needed a green day in the markets. We had a crazy green day in the markets. Also, if you look, like I showed you this chart play, like it doesn't take news for it to go up I mean, this chart, it was looking like, look at the chart here. It's very tight. It was getting a very tight range here. And when you get into a tight range like that, it's either going to break up to the upside or break down to the downside. I mean, as easily as this goes to 30, it could have broke down and went to 20. It had to do something at some point. Samuel, I'm in. What's the best time to get on a trade? There's not a best time. I mostly put my trades on and off in the morning, but sometimes I find good deals in the afternoon. Really depends. In the morning, like in the afternoon, you can benefit from an IV crush. Is nice when things flatten out. You could put stuff on and premiums slow down, and the IV gets crushed in the afternoon a lot of times. So that helps a lot. Nvidia. Actually, I'm going to write this down. I was actually looking to do a trade in here at some point today. They didn't break out today that much. I mean, it was up 4%. But looks like, I do like chart plays like this. Sitting at support here. Huge upside. I like this right here. This is what I like. I love these charts. That's how I made some money on the same chart on Morgan Stanley today. Sitting at the bottom, except this had a catalyst, so that's why it went up. But I actually got out of this for like a 60% winner today. Morgan Stanley did a strangle for earnings. I wouldn't have done. I normally don't do earnings, but the chart was just too good and the pricing was too good to pass up. But I'm glad that I did it because I made a quick 60, 70 bucks on it. Sammy, I appreciate you. Thank you. Smart Chair says, looks like an inverse cup and handle on AMD. I see that. Yeah. Alex says 26 puts on the AMD. I don't know, man. Not looking good. You should have bought a strangle. When it's sitting like this, you gotta play both sides. You gotta play both sides. It could have broke down to 20, but unfortunately for you, it's not. It's not. Maybe it'll come back down, but to get below 26 by Friday, it's gonna be tough. So easy made money on MS2, yeah. So I definitely appreciate you guys. We're gonna stop the stream here. We're almost at 50 minutes. I definitely appreciate everyone that rocking with me today. If this video was of value to you, hit that like button. It really helps my video out a lot. Helps people find out about the channel. Really appreciate you. Eamon says, I'm a beginner and I'm using Robinhood. I don't have 25K to trade. Good platform. I'll put the link in here, Eamon, again for you. Tastyworks is a great platform to use, especially if you're coming off Robinhood. And a lot of the people that are here will testify that it's a good platform that moved over from Robinhood to here. Great platform, low fees. It's fast, it's quick, it does what it needs to do. Good support. So, hey, easy, not a problem. You can hit me up. You guys can hit me up anytime. Hit me up on Messenger. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Whatever, Instagram. Whatever you need to do. I'm available. So, you guys have a great one. Have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys close out the week green. We're gonna get to it. So, have a good one. Thanks, guys.